Hola, Gringos y Gringos, and welcome to
Gringos are us, expats with a plan.
In today's video. We're going to discuss
Ha 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 ha.
a special trip we made to a factory that manufactures
Black Cházaro cigars.
Cházaro.
I'll call them what I want. I bought them. Coming up next.
Okay, welcome back. Well, Mark stopped at this cigar factory because he's having a hard time finding reasonably priced non-Cuban cigars.
Well, that sort of goes without saying. Non-Cuban and pricey okay.
Yeah.
You know, but they think that all of us gringos want to smoke cohiba at a stupid price. No.
So trying to find one that was affordable.
Yes, I did some research online, and there was a factory right outside between Tequisquiapan and Bernal, and just outside of Enrique Montes, and they are famous for making the Black Cházaro cigar.
Very good.
And so, as you'll see here, we pull up in there. It's a beautiful little facility, and it was a lot smaller than what I anticipated for the number of cigars that they actually produce. But we walked in, and this young lady in the shop, we're here for the tour. No habla inglés.
Yeah.
And so then she sort of comes out after we pay for the tour, which comes with 2 complimentary cigars, which one of these I'm smoking right now. And then she comes out and goes, "How are you going to do the tour if you don't speak Spanish?"
Yeah. And we basically
said, well, we'll do it by visually.
How is that cigar?
Very good, very full bodied. Not a lot of spice. Very well constructed. Smooth. Gets a good draw.
Is this looking like a substitute for your former brand?
Could be, depends upon the price.
Okay, that's fair.
Would it suffice to me smoking this every day? I could deal with that. Paying for it every day? That we gotta find out. And then she wandered off and came back with this lovely gentleman named Juan.
Juan was a sweetheart.
He was absolutely phenomenal. And Juan spoke more English than we spoke Spanish.
And he was trying really, really hard.
Well,
and I think he was worried that it wasn't good enough.
Yes, and he's going to school, and English is one of the things that he needed to master, because he said that in his line of work that he wanted to go into, he would need to learn to speak English. And he was extremely gracious, and between his English and our Spanish, we actually managed to make the whole tour work.
Great.
Okay.
Great.
Good.
Okay.
Bueno.
The strawberry is established in 1988.
Ooh.
See?
You can see the wall is the
Okay.
real fábrica de tabaco. We have history contents and hi, how are you today?
Bueno, esta
Me gusta.
me gusta.
Ay, me encanta también. Okay, this is the plan. It's only the American.
Yep.
Polonize.
Polonize.
See?
The flower.
Pollinate, but see,
The cheese is very small. Yeah.
See?
See. Wow.
It's for meals, plants.
yes,
Yeah.
plant to grow new plants.
Yeah.
Chomp, chomp, chomp. Nom, 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 nom.
Together to
Yeah.
how to hang to dry.
Hand dry.
Mm-hmm.
Hand dry.
See?
I
See?
think half from the how do you say
Norte Carolina. Vamos a la playa y barn muy barn de tobacco hang. It was a wonderful tour. We got an opportunity through the pictures that were around the walls to see what how the tobacco industry had grown and started in that particular region, and he told us where the tobaccos came from. And being the age I am and being from the state of North Carolina, I can remember being a kid and going to the beach, and we used to drive past all these tobacco drying barns where the tobacco just hung, and the aroma is just, oh, it's a godsend.
Good memories, huh?
Well, yeah, but you even commented back when JRs used to be open,
Oh, yeah.
and you'd walk into their humidor, and their humidor was not a humidor, it was the size of a house.
Yeah.
And they had some chairs in there, and this is a memory that I'll always cherish because I would go there with my dad on occasion, and he's no longer with us, but I can remember sitting in these leather chairs that are as smooth as a baby's butt. And I mean, that type of soft leather, and sitting in there with the aroma of all that great aroma of the tobacco, and lighting up a cigar and going, oh, it doesn't get a whole lot better than this. And so he explained everything to us, and then he actually took us to the rolling room.
It's Mexican tobacco. This is from the He had 47 years in this world.
Wow.
This expert in the make mixes and different cigars. A little people because it's efficient for the production.
Mm-hmm.
We have two dolmens, the tobacco from Veracruz is Negro San Andres. That's the one the fried exploitation, the flavor and strong in the world. Exports to North America, Europe, and 5 packets. The weight is 60 kilos. We have for,
Tobacco.
I think so, 20 years. Smell very good.
Oh God, muy bueno.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
Yes.
Ooh.
This is the Negro San Andres.
Okay.
Before.
Okay.
Selection.
See?
Put in this tea.
Tea.
And después.
Yes. Repose it a week. This is for with your hands and roll on the table.
See.
Yeah.
Eso. Wow.
Little massage.
Massage.
Can you see the finish? Tint and chocolate colors into this aroma.
Ooh.
This mixed coffee and rum, dry fruits, blacks, and other ingredients.
Okay.
It smells fruity.
Well, it's got a little fruit in it.
Strong, spicy, sweet.
See?
Sweet. Oh yeah.
What people
Gracias.
from Veracruz or Queretaro?
This is just, that's intoxicating. That is wrong. Viejo ajo.
Wow.
It's different, green leaf and black leaf.
And I want to say something here. I do believe that the cigars that Mark actually purchased are machine rolled, because the ones they were doing in the rolling room,
Well-
those were their higher end ones.
Okay.
You know.
If anybody doesn't know the difference between cigars, just a quick education on cigars. There are long leaf cigars and there are short leaf cigars. And what that means is they roll with long strips of tobacco. And we got to watch the people actually sit there and trim and cut the leaves and do the long roll. And they were rolling all of those by hand, and that is their signature Black Cházaro cigar. The scraps that are left over that are cut up, those are the short leaf. That is this. Then they just roll the short leaf filler into a longer wrapper, and that's why they tend to be a little bit cheaper, because they're able to do them and knock them out a little bit quicker than what they do the hand rolled ones. I was, just for everybody's edification, the short leaf cigars went for 55 pesos each. And then I bought a sampler that contained all of their, not all of their signature black Cházaro cigars in the varying lengths of them. And we're going to try one here shortly. And those were 6 in the sampler, and that ran us almost 1,000 pesos for the 6.
Now, those specialty ones, yeah. Are those the ones that were dipped in the brew?
Yes, those are the ones
good
that
Lord.
you had
Woo.
the picture of me smelling the actual wrapper. They dipped the wrapper into a concoction of tea, coffee, rum, and fruit.
Guys, look, I don't smoke. And yes, there are some tobacco that I don't like the scent of. And then there's some tobacco that I do. This stuff smelled like you could eat it.
It was
just heavenly. Heavenly.
Well, and then you being a coffee drinker, you enjoy that smell.
Yeah.
And then you add in a little bit of rum, which, oh gee, I've never seen you enjoy that.
Mm-hmm.
And add a little fruit in there. And
fruity coffee rum smell.
Well, they ever put that in a cocktail, you'll be all over that.
Yes, yes, yes!
You know, it was really good smelling stuff.
Is for the shankers. To leaf is for covered to the center.
For the wrap.
Yeah, for the wrap. When finish, at the press first time for 10 minutes is the chain. Okay. 10 minutes. When finish the time, she this moment will make the experience and your hands take it properly. This action is for sale.
Okay.
Cut in one size. She put a little piece when I need. When not need, add. Use the natural glue.
Oh, okay.
The scissor is for the phone. All the rustic is the have the same weight. 12 grams. For the oil production, we have only 100 production on the day. In the day, 8 hours work.
Wow. 100.
100.
One day. Un día. 100.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow. Oh.
You see,
¿Sí? Oh, wow. Increíble.
Increíble.
Increíble. Muchas gracias, señorita.
Okay, we have the draw master is for the cigars. What it is for all production. This machine is from the United States.
Of course it is, because it says inches.
Inches
Of water.
and flow. The offices, only tobacco. It's necessary the experience. Two.
That's how I remember it.
No matter the size, it's for me. Okay? Touch.
Muy bueno.
Tight, tight. Oh, ooh, soft.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is for me. I think it's not.
Okay.
Yes. The ring size is 42 millimeters.
42? Yep.
And
I can tell
around 5 inch.
5 inch?
5 inch. Okay. This is Havana. This is medium strong.
Oh.
Have 50% tobacco black and soft tobacco.
Wow. Look at that, honey.
Yeah. That look good in my humidor.
You see it?
Okay. Which this is more good for the knife. Check tobacco press. This press. Draw finish. Yes, the glow natural. Leather massage is important. Okay, te pongo nervioso.
Wow. Do you see how much work goes into your cigars?
Yeah.
No chemicals. It's only tobacco leaves. It's most natural.
Look at that. Oh, wow.
Listo.
Gracias, señor.
This one is made separate different parts for the cigars. This is for the center.
Oh, in the vein. See that? Okay. Wow. That's hard work. Gracias, señor.
And this tape was made. We put the rings and the plastic bag and the credit and finish two different line. Premium, Havana Cházaro. We have 5 different sizes.
They call it sampler pack. And
Yeah.
Yeah.
See?
Simple. And this is Havana Cházaro, black Cházaro. It's soft, same size. You looking here?
Okay, okay. Here we go. Nice.
Sí, es muy bonito.
Okay. Good.
Good.
Mira.
¿Ves?
Ajá.
Different size.
Oh.
And this size dry. We have Havana Cházaro. In the left is black Cházaro.
See?
It's very soft. And we have different boxes.
Boxes. See. Okay. Shopping.
Really shopping.
He is shopping. Muchas gracias, Juan.
Nada.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is more cheap.
That was a really interesting tour. I have never seen people actually roll cigars before. And I have to tell you, I don't even smoke cigars. And that seasoned tea that they soak their tobacco leaves in smelled so good. You could smell the rum and you could definitely smell the fruit. I mean, it has such a wonderful aroma to it. I think those will make some of the best smelling cigars ever.
That was good shit. That was informative. It was entertaining. It was also a good smoke. Got 2 good smokes out of it for the price of the admission, and also then had to go back to the shop and of course spend some money because my humidor was starting to get a little depleted, so this will help restock it just a little bit. So, but I have found at least a good starting spot for a replacement stick here in Mexico. So we will see if I will be able to find that same stick in a tienda that is in Queretaro. So
Didn't you say they had a store in Querétaro?
they do, the Black Cházaro.
Okay.
It's on our side of town as well. It's between Zakia and Queretaro Centro.
Thank you so much. Muchas gracias, Juan. Juan was probably specifically selected to give us our tour because he spoke some English. And let me tell you, his English was far better than our Spanish.
See,
He was very informative, very kind, and very patient.
and between his English and our bad Spanish, we were able to understand what was going on. So,
So,
muchas gracias, Juan.
muchas gracias, Juan. Juan graciously showed us every aspect from beginning to end.
Yes.
What they soak those leaves in. He showed us how they wrap them. We went from table to table,
Yes.
watching them do the dirt.
And the people that were actually working at the tables, rolling the cigars and everything else, were as gracious as could be in showing us what they were doing, how they were doing it,
Right.
how they would cut it, how they would roll it.
And I don't know if they're used to somebody coming in with a camera and recording the whole thing like that, and nobody gave us any problems with that. They were very gracious about me and my camera all over the place too.
And when we subsequently went back because, that's right, I ran out of cigars. There was actually a motorcycle club in there,
Mm-hmm.
partaking of having a few cervezas and a few puros, and which, for those of you trying to learn Spanish, if you want to remember what a cigar is, it's puro. Puro. But they were having a good time sitting over, and they have these great tables, and
and they also sell Black Cházaro Coffee.
yes,
And in the corner of their courtyard where they have all these tables, they have a coffee stand. buy cappuccinos and coffees and whatnot. And inside the tienda where he bought his cigars, they also sell bags of the coffee, which I have now bought twice. While we were out looking at cigars, I picked up this coffee that apparently comes from Puerto Vallarta. I told him I wanted a dark roast. It smells delicious. Now, the true test is going to be the flavor. I'm hoping I don't have any bitter notes. I just can't wait to brew a big pot of this. Okay, baby. Brew me some coffee. Oh, yeah. Oh, it smells so good.
We have to relay the story. When we walked in, and I already knew what I wanted, and when I looked at her, and I said, you know, she pointed to the cigar. I don't know if she remembered me or not, but she pointed to the cigar, and I went, see, you know, ¿cuánto? 200.
Oh, what?
And she paused for the 200? Sí, 200. Un momento. You know, she
had to go count.
She had to go see if she had 200 cigars. So
yeah, he bought the stock.
Yes.
Now, and one of the reasons we went back to the factory for the second trip to buy 200 cigars is because they're supposed to have a location in Queretaro. And we found it being listed on Google Maps in Queretaro. But darn it if we know how to get to it.
There was this wall that kept getting in the way.
I looked on Google Maps. It showed where it was, and there's a wall. And it's next to a dealership.
And Google Maps shows the wall.
Yeah. And yeah, but no way of how do you get in? We don't know. So we go out that way. I thought he was driving to the factory. No, he was driving to this place on Google Maps, and then there we go. There's the wall. Okay, bye. I mean, we couldn't figure out how to get into the place, so we went back to the factory.
We went back to the factory.
It was easier to go to the factory
than it was to drive through the wall.
To try to get behind this wall.
It was a very enlightening experience. I had never been in a place where they have rolled their cigars.
Mm-hmm.
So it was really enjoyable, A, to see, B, to smell.
Oh, the smell was fantastic.
And again, remember, I can't smell, but I can smell this.
Incredible how that works, right?
I don't know. Maybe it's just an indication of how strong the smell was.
Maybe.
Yeah. But now, on to...
Oh, here we go. He's going to smoke one of the expensive black Cházaro.
Right, they're all the same, but
it's a short one.
It's a short one.
It's a shortcut. Can I smell it?
It's a stubby.
Can I smell it? Ooh. Guys, it really does smell good. I know there's a lot of you out here who aren't smokers. I totally get it. I'm not a smoker either, but I'm telling you, it's a good smelling cigar. It really is.
Now we gotta get a draw. This is a trick that I learned a long time ago from my dad.
Well, if you smoke cigars with golfers, I'm sure many of them do this. Just use your golf tee.
See what I'm doing? I actually use a golf tee to create the air hole.
Very good.
Now, secret to that is wet the end first. That way it doesn't split on you.
That's a good idea.
Now.
And the torch. You got to use the torch.
For the moment of truth.
Yep. He started using these torches when we did cruises because the wind would just blow his lighter out all the time. It's got a good scent. It's got a nice scent.
That is a very good, full-bodied flavor that you get. The hints of the coffee and the and the rum.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, baby, we may have to go find an auto motel. That is a good cigar.
And it was a pricey cigar, so it better be a good cigar.
Yes, well, price is not always an indication of whether or not the cigar is good, because we hit that one place in Queretaro and I dropped 1,000 pesos for 5 cigars, 6 cigars, something like that. And a couple of them were good. And I did not get any Cubanos. These were all,
Just regular, whatever.
you know, Dominican or Nicaraguan or Mexican cigars. And when I've gone through them, a couple of them were very good, a couple of them were and a couple of them were damn near unsmokable. You know,
It is what it is.
it is what it is, and until you try them, you don't really know.
So if you are a cigar smoker, we hope that you found this video to be fascinating. Also, if you're enjoying the content, we really would love to ask you to please subscribe, like our videos, help us boost up our subscribership a little bit. And please don't forget to ring the bell. That way you get notified of all new videos that we drop.
I'm just enjoying the content.
I know. He's enjoying the content. And that's it for our tour of Black Cházaro. We really would love to give a huge, huge thank you to Juan.
Yes.
Juan made it a very memorable experience. He tried his very best to impress us with his English, and he did. He really did.
Yes.
But the best thing about Juan is that I think he was very passionate about what the place stood for, its history,
Yes.
and what he does. Yeah.
Well, and then he rolled his own cigar, and then he was waiting for us to leave so he could light the thing. Yeah, that didn't hurt either. Hell.
No. But if you are a cigar smoker, it's worthy of a tour. It does not cost a lot. I'm trying to remember what it was.
90 pesos.
90 pesos per person.
Yeah.
And that gets you a 55 peso cigar with the tour.
So, what, 35 pesos for the tour? Yeah.
40.
Well, it was 90 pesos minus.
Oh, you're right.
Yep.
I'm sorry, my math is not so good right now. COVID brain.
Anyway.
That's it for our tour of Black Cházaro. We are. Gringos are us.
Expats with a plan.
Remember that we are doing it. You can too. Hasta la próxima vez.
Adios. Enjoy the cigar.